Hello, welcome everybody, and today we are very happy to be able to welcome Lorcan Camps to our booth at the TIC 2022. Lorcan, how does it feel to be back out at TIC?
Great. Thanks a lot for having me. It's been a while, and I like the energy here. Everybody's glad to be out, I think.
Well, you know, TIC is one of our favorite shows, right? It's really such a wonderful opportunity for manufacturers to come out, chat with each other, learn about some of the best practices in the industry, and to really give the TTMA a chance to shine. The TTMA does such a wonderful job every single time, supporting our manufacturers and ensuring that manufacturers have the right resources to be able to access some of these global markets. And look, and you have a big launch here at TIC this year. You are now the CEO of Neo Digital. Tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you. So I wouldn't say it's big. We're starting small, but we have big aspirations.
Right.
So my background is previously I used to run a few technology companies, and our observation or our insight is that big companies, they know what to do. They have the money and resources to digitalize, right? Small and medium-sized companies, less like that. So what we're doing with Neo is we have this platform of business software that allows companies to digitally transform by putting their entire operations onto this software.
Right.
So we really focus in on companies with employees of, let's say, between 50 and 500 employees. And when I say software, it is software for basically sales, marketing, human resource management, and operations, accounting, production.
The entire infrastructure that you need to run your business, right?
Yes, correct. So what happens is, big companies around the world have been using this thing called ERP software. Nobody knows what ERP software is, but all big companies use it.
Right.
And really now, with the cloud and open source, it's now affordable.
Right.
So our message is now, whereas before companies, it's not possible for them to do it, now is a great opportunity.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear you say that, and you're focusing on those companies, 50 to 500 people. That's quite a sweet spot in the economy, right? A huge part of our GDP and a huge part of our manufacturing sector are companies in that area. And one of the things that we've seen with our own customers post-pandemic is that a lot of our small and medium-sized customers are now focusing, because of the challenges in Trinidad around getting US dollars and so on, they're really focused on accessing those export markets. And in order to access export markets, you have to have good infrastructure in your home office. And infrastructure, a lot of the time, that really involves a huge amount of digital infrastructure and ensuring that you understand how your processes tie into your digital so that you could scale up. What are you seeing with the customers who you are working with? What are some of the challenges that they are having as they try to scale their business? And how is technology and what you are providing at Neo Digital helping them to build that infrastructure so that they can scale those businesses up?
Great, thank you. So, well, let's take it from, there's many different angles. Let's take it from on the sales side. So accessing foreign markets, a company will need a web presence and an online catalog.
Right.
Now, in most cases, when you're exporting, you're not going to consumers. So we're not talking about B2C e-commerce, we're talking to your distributors, right?
Right, your B2B.
Yes, exactly. So most companies, they will have distributors out to the islands or in America, whatever. And by providing a smooth order management system,
right,
where they can actually provide, basically supply there, that's one thing.
Right.
So right there on the top line, they can improve their top line and making it, what you're doing is removing friction.
Right.
These companies and everyone, let's face it, post-pandemic, everyone expects a digital experience, right?
Of course.
So that's the first thing companies can do. Add to that, if you're looking for new clients, you might be doing things like signing non-disclosure agreements and even distributor agreements. You could do, the e-signature application, really simple. You could use that to start digitizing. So that's on the sales side. On the production side now, well, we have, there's this technology called IoT. It's the Internet of Things. And what it is it's basically using consumer technology like mobile phones and so on. It's made what used to be really expensive sensors, right? It make it now where you could just connect these up to the system. So examples, you have, you're making roofs, windows, some something like that. You have coils of steel. You put it onto a scale.
Right.
You have that connected straight into your system. So inventory management, which is the core of these manufacturers' concern.
Right.
You know, you could save right there. You can pay back for the system right there with that one thing.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah, no, I think it's spot on, and that's it. Like, we are so, everybody who I speak to at TIC is all about how do we grow our business, how do we get better so that we can, manufacture more and access bigger markets as well. And a lot of the times that really comes down to making sure that you have the back-end processes that support the actual front-end, the manufacturer.
Exactly.
A lot of people think a lot of the times that it's about, okay, when I manufacture the product, I ship, I get paid, and I continue to do more. But there's so many micro-processes that exist in between all of that. And it takes humans a lot of the times to manage those processes. And with the new technology that's coming about, and especially with a lot of the open source stuff, what we are seeing is that we are seeing customers now integrating that technology with the people that they already have, delivering a better customer experience and being able to really engage with their customers more. At Rams, we always talk about people, process, and technology, right? And we've been really, really happy to see our own customers diving more and more into that. And I'm so happy to see new digital out, because one of the things that we need to continue creating in the country is an ecosystem where we have the right support partners to help people to grow their business. Because I might know how to manufacture mattresses, but I don't necessarily know how to integrate my digital systems into my manufacturing processes. Have you come across any of those type of stories where you really think that the impact of digital has been really significant on the business, and you've been able to help some of your customers to really take their business to that next level with some of the services and the products that you offer?
Absolutely. So what we did was we started doing this 2 years ago.
Right.
And what we did was we worked with early adopter clients before this launch.
Right.
So as of now, we've done about 8 projects so far. And I could name like 3 case studies. In one case, the client was doing sales in an industrial sector.
Right.
And the salesmen were accustomed, being on the road, right? Of course, that's what they do. But their clients now, with the pandemic, were at home.
Right.
So what we did was we transitioned them to a CRM system using Voodoo CRM.
Right.
And we did a combination of email marketing and CRM, where we were able to use what's called account-based marketing. So, because let's face it, in Trinidad, it's an island, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these companies, they had 1,000 clients. That's
Right.
it, right? So you're basically doing email marketing and then sending leads to the sales people,
right,
and then creating appointments and so on. So we automated their whole sales process. I was able to have them basically eat their customers' lunch, eat their competitors' lunch, basically,
right.
because there's no new sales. Right?
When I hear that story, you know what? Why that's so exciting to me? These guys already have 1,000 customers in Trinidad. Before, they were going on the road and they were constantly shaking hands and they were engaging with them face to face. Then when the pandemic hit, they were basically interacting with them on a virtual platform with their customers at home. But that was 1,000 customers in Trinidad. Once they developed the ability to engage with people virtually and at home, why can't those customers be in Barbados, in Guyana, in America, in Canada, in anywhere else, right?
Absolutely.
And then what comes with that is one of the things, and this year at TIC, we are talking about our global warehousing solutions and our 3PL services. So what I'm hopeful for, Lorcan, is that some of your customers, as they go more and more into the virtual space and they realize, well, virtual allows me to interact with my customers, not just in Trinidad, but anywhere in the world. But at the same time, they need the 3PL infrastructure to now take those orders, fulfill those orders, and then deliver them to their customers. I think there'll be a lot more opportunities for people like you and people like us as well, right?
Yeah, you do need 3PL and I do need tech.
Exactly. And that's where the ecosystem comes in, right? Because a manufacturer or anybody else must be saying, listen, this is my area of expertise. I'm good at manufacturing this. I may not be the best in the world at tech. I may not be the best in the world at supply chain. But if we create that ecosystem in the country with great technology providers, great supply chain companies, and manufacturers feel like they have a great ecosystem to support them, we will be exporting more and more out of this country.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, that's why we targeting manufacturing as one of our solutions. We had this week, as part of this lead up to the TIC, we had seminars on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And on Wednesday, what we covered was Industry 4.0 manufacturing solutions.
Right.
And in that, in that seminar, what we were saying to manufacturers are the message I said before, right? It's a new day. Technology is now affordable.
Right.
You can significantly change and compete globally with this technology, and we show different ways in which you can do that.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. And, you know, like, if I were a manufacturer, the thing that really would excite me as well in 2022 is how much technology has lowered the barrier to enter in a market, right? It long ago, you used to have to appoint a distributor, appoint an agent, ship up a full container up there, get it out. Now, with your digital presence, with your website, with your Instagram, with your TikToks, you know, you're able to take orders in any of those platforms, mate. You could ship one order to somebody who's sitting down in Michigan or somebody in Toronto, and the payment systems are the stuff that we need to work on, but improving.
But still, no one could do. You know, if you had literally, I mean, we dreaming here and visions, right? But if a manufacturer had the vision of it, we have the software allow you to run social media marketing campaigns all across the globe.
Right.
Email marketing, targeting directly to distributors, acquire customers.
Right.
Send them to your e-commerce website, process orders, outsource those orders to your competitors locally so that you're now together exporting.
Yeah.
And all of those things. The technology is there. We just need to do it.
And the technology enables business at scale.
Absolutely.
I think that's what we want to get out of TIC 2022. Yeah. That technology could enable business at scale. Lorcan, it's exciting stuff, eh? Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today.
Thanks, Ab.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And all the best.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, brother. All the best.